Hey guys, how's it going? Everything good? All nice? Awesome. So, in the month of October, one of my favorite YouTubers, Jacksepticeye, held a event where his supposed alter ego came through his real self.
Born pumpkin! Okay, so the last thing you want to do is get your knife and you're going to have to do fine.
So what it basically means is there was this guy called ANTISEPTICEYE, which the Jacksepticeye community created, and Jacksepticeye liked the idea. So what he did was he showed his face cam getting distorted in his gameplay videos to symbolize the ANTISEPTICEye coming through the real Jacksepticeye for Halloween. So I had a look at those effects and they were really fantastic. They were done by his editor Pixelpit or Robin, and I really wanted to do something like that. So I looked it up, and it is an awesome effect. We can do that. Anybody who has After Effects can really accomplish this really well. So today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do that. Today we're going to go into the ANTISEPTICEye effect. So basically at the start of the effect, you have to open up After Effects and Alright guys, so to accomplish this effect, we are going to need a template of the internet. So type After Effects Digital Distortion, run a Google search for it, and the first link you'll get is a Digital Distortion free AE template by Rocketstock. Now you're gonna have to download this, but this is only for CS5 and above, After Effects CS5 and above. So if you have a version which is below CS5, then you will need another alternative which you can find on the internet. So if you have CS4 or CS3 or something, you can search online. There are lots of options available, but you're going to get this zip file, download it. I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to open it up in WinRAR. There are two folders for Macintosh. If you're on Macintosh, then you need this. If you're on PC, go ahead and click on this digital distortion.aep. It should extract this first. So go into that extracted folder and then open this file up. This is an After Effects file. So basically when you open this file up, you will get this. It will look something like this. So you need to drop your footage in this composition, and you will get your final result in this composition. So let me show you let me demonstrate to you how this works by importing a random video. So let's put it in the drop footage here composition. So this is not 1080 by 1920 by 1080. So this is 720p. That's why it's getting so small. If you shoot in 1080p, your video will occupy the full screen. So let's go in final output, and it is currently rendering that output here. And if you go into effect controls, then you will have all these effects. So noise is used for noise. So if I turn it up really high so you guys can see, basically, why am I biting my lip? So you can see this is noise, and then if you want color boxes, like these random boxes of where colors have glitched and so on and so forth, if you want that, then you have a slider for it, and you can also adjust how often or how fast they appear. If you want flicker, then flicker is basically like an old cinema reel where it is like going from bright dim to bright dim. Basically in the olden times, flicker, that is why movies are called flicks. In olden times, the shutters used to move at 12 frames per second, and there used to be a perceivable flickering in the images. So that's why movies are also known as flicks. So tuning basically means it's going to go up down like this. Yeah, you get the idea. So tuning, and you also have turbulence, which you can clearly see. Let me ramp it up a lot so you can see it. So this is turbulence. And pixel blending, I don't really know what this is or what this does, but this basically merges the pixels together, so you have this nice blurry effect. So if you want rolling bars, like areas of distortion, like a line which goes from top to bottom or bottom to top, like this, if you have ever had an analog TV in your life, you know how this looks like. So that will be, if you want chromatic aberration, that will be rolling bars. But if you want chromatic aberration, let me turn it up really high to show you how this looks like. So basically chromatic aberration means that the R, G and B parts of the video are separated to make it look like it's damaged like this video file is damaged or something. If you want that, then you can jack it up or whatever. And you have color TV pixels. This is really cool. This makes it look like you're on a color TV by putting these pixely things over here, and it makes it look like you're watching this through a TV screen or something. So there is an option for that. So if you want, so for an antiseptic eye effect, we should have plenty of noise first of all. So this is our noise, a little bit, yeah. And we need color boxes really high too. We need some color boxes going on. We don't need flicker, because flicker would make it look like it's an old film. We don't want that. So we also need a rolling bars type effect, because the rolling bars is like classic antiseptic eye. That's what turns the antiseptic eye effect on, and we need some chromatic aberration. So that should do. And now you need to go to composition, add to render queue, and then choose AVI. This depends. By the way, did you guys know that this template also distorts audio for you? Whatever audio is in here will also get distorted. So if you do not want distorted audio, you can turn off the audio output. I usually do this because there are better programs in which you can modify your audio better. So just click render. I'm not going to click render because it's going to completely kill my PC, because I have so many apps on. So basically when you have rendered this whole thing, you can go into your folder where you have rendered this. So I rendered two files, basically one of me screaming like this, and the other where the effect is just like building up. So we're going to blend it together, and let's see how to do that. So basically let's go into our video editor. I'm using VideoPad video editor. I use this editor for everything. This is a bit basic, but for someone who is just starting out and doesn't have the time or patience to use Premiere Pro. I mean, Premiere Pro is really good, but if you want to have a fast, easy to understand program, VideoPad is just the thing for you. So let's type in final output, and let's put final output. So this is our partially distorted output, and you would want the original footage too, right? So let's go into pictures and camera, and I finally found the clip. So I'm going to import the original clip, which is not distorted, because I want the effect to first I want the clip to play normally, then I want it to flicker a little bit, and then I want to have these cutscenes in the middle. So this is the clip. So let us unlink from audio so we can handle the audio and video separately. Now let us split the selected clips and remove this and add this instead. So what's it going to look like is this. Perfect. And now we are going to shorten this a little, and we're going to add our final, we're going to add this. No. We're going to add our final output here, which is our distorted footage. This is our distorted footage. So here we are basically just going to do this and take a little bit, just like not even 1 second. Okay, we need to make this really fast and make this really confusing for the audience about what is going on. So something like this. So remember, you need to make these clips really short for the confusion factor to settle in. You need to make this really sudden and subtle. You don't have to let the camera linger on our antiseptic eye thing for a long time. Did you see that? That was pretty cool. So you can have multiple cutscenes like this. And now let's look at the final product. Okay, now all that's missing is a good TV glitch sound effect. So go on YouTube, and I found this really awesome TV glitch sound effect. Just type TV glitch sound effect, and there should be a video with no video whatsoever, like this one. Okay, Okay, that's some really good effects. So we have to download this. Okay, so there it is. Let's drag it into our video pad thing, and let's start the effect right here. So in the start there is this silence which I want to get rid of. So split this clip and just bring it here, and I want this to prevail throughout. Like, look at this. And when this glitching happens, I want the sounds to flare up. So there are these flares in the middle, right? So we can just split this, cut it from here, put it on a new layer. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's put on a new layer and let's drag it to where we need it to be. We need it to be here when the first cutscene happens. So we need to make this really erratic. So we are going to resize it to fit only that part. So it's going to look like this. Did you see how the sound effect flared up when this happened? So basically we have to do it like that. So it gives the element like it's cutting to a new location instead of being a continuous clip. So there's another one which you have to deal with. We'll do that. Let's take this effect and cut it up, and that's all we're going to need. Wait. Let's split, and we don't need anything else. We're just going to do this and here and resize it to the size of that clip. So now we have this. So basically at the start of the effect you have to open up After Effects and yeah, so you can do this multiple times. You can have the rolling shutter effect on your videos like this. Did you see the rolling effect? If you have watched analog TV, then you know how this looks like. So we have to create an effect that a camera is glitching and the evil versions of yourself are coming out of you. So that is how to do this effect in short. Now let me show you how I've done this in my video. So let's open up the ANTISEPTICEYE tutorial, discard all this, and it has turned out much better in my version. So let's have a look at this. Today we're going to go into the ANTISEPTICEYE. So basically at the start of the effect you have to open up After Effects and yeah, so it's looking much better. Why? Because I put some special effects in this composition as well. So look at this. I put a brightness, contrast and gamma. So how do you do that? You go into video effects and go into brightness, contrast, noise. You can add exposure or add whatever you want. You can add a sepia tint. You can do some very, very basic effects in this, but they really help in nailing this effect of really damaged and really weird footage. So this is much better than the tutorial one which I showed you right now. But alright guys, that will be it for this tutorial video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave links to your versions of the ANTISEPTICEYE effect. I would be glad to watch them. And yeah, you might be wondering what that stool is. That is on what I recorded the video standing up. I keep my laptop on that box. I'm too lazy to put cameras and then deal with memory cards and shit. But if you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss. That's like Jacksepticeye says. But I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Don't be weird, be atypical.